Hello, good morning everyone. Welcome to the daily currency call where Jin shares his analysis and ideas for a specific currency for each day. So Monday we do the Aussie and New Zealand, Tuesday Euro, Wednesday Pound, Thursday Yen and Gold, and today Friday we will be doing the CAD and oil. So I see many familiar names here. A lot of you guys are from the Traders Club, and I also see some new names too. So before we start the session today, do help me with this poll, just so we know is this your first time here. So this webinar is going to be very beneficial to both the long-term investors and short-term traders. So we'll be going through what could move prices, possible trade ideas, and also highlighting potential targets and risk. So just a disclaimer here, any information shared during this session is not intended to be a trade recommendation. It is solely the opinion and views of the speaker. So please remember to do your own analysis prior to entering any trades. So just a quick look at the poll. Yeah, we've got quite a few newcomers here. If you can, just help me do the next poll so that we know how did you get here. Yeah, so before we start the session proper, let me do an introduction about our speaker. So Jin is the founder of LCMS Traders and Forex Briefcase. He teaches members of the LCMS Traders Club on how to trade the FX. And for Forex Briefcase, he trades a US $8 million, almost $9 million account on a daily basis for his managed account clients. So he's also an international speaker where he speaks in countries like Hong Kong, UK, US, Australia, Malaysia, Vietnam, Indonesia, sharing his views about the FX market. Recently, he was also featured in the local Singapore radio, 89 Money FM. Yeah, so he's regularly featured in the radio to share his views about the FX market. Yeah, so as for me, I'm Jun Wei. I have known Jin for about 3 years now, first as a student and now as a business partner. So Jin has helped me a lot in trading, especially looking at FX from the fundamental and economics point of view. So this is something that you want to look out for in his analysis today. So with that, I'll just pass the time to Jin for the analysis.
All right, good morning everyone. Quite a few new names here, so good. Welcome to all the new attendees, right? I hope to, as I've been saying in the chat, hope to see you all this first time and also more regularly in all the other currency calls that we have. And also, if you're going to join up as a club member, that would be even more fantastic as well. So let me just have a quick look at the poll. Most of you are club members. There's still a couple more who haven't voted yet. So click vote in the poll, and just so we know where you're coming from. This is also live on Facebook, Forex Trading Asia. So join. Have me click like, click share on the video on Forex Trading Asia there. And then let's get started. So today, I'm going to do a little bit of throw a little bit of a spanner to the works, do a little bit differently. I'll be looking at the Canadian dollar, the US CAD. I'll be looking at WTI oil. And also, just because I have a few people asking me a few questions about it, I'll be doing a quick snapshot view of Bitcoin as well. Okay, so we're throwing in a little bit of different things just to keep you entertained. Okay, so if you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the Zoom chat on the side here. We'll address those questions as we see them come up. With that said, let's get started. First things first, tell you more a bit about LCMS Traders Club. LCMS Traders Club is a private group on Facebook. If you're on Facebook already, jump onto LCMS Traders Club, click search, and join us. It is $49 a month to join, or $199 a year. A one-time payment, $199 a year to join. Massively beneficial. Why I say that is because some of you are coming from the Telegram channel. Okay, the Telegram channels gives you the trade signals that we send out there, but we send it out first in the LCMS Traders Club. And I've said this so many times already, signals are very time sensitive. It tells you when to buy or when to sell a currency pair. But if you get in too late, you might actually be jumping into it, hitting, you know, at a worse price than you should have been, right? So in the signals here, we actually tell you, we send it out first in the club, then into the Telegram channel. And not only that, we actually tell you the reasons behind why we're entering the trades. The news, the trend, the support, resistance, all the step-by-step reasons behind why we're entering the trades, leading to that signal. Okay, so you not only make money, you also learn how to trade as well. Yes, trades will hit stop loss or take profits, but when it comes to a take profit level, we'll also be telling you whether to get out at take profit level 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, a lot of times with those 3 take profit levels, you'll be guessing where to get out at. We'll give you the reasons of why, you know, if you're risk adverse, get out at 1, at which point, or if there's a news coming out, maybe get out at 2, or hey, if the trend is looking strong, momentum is looking good, get out at take profit level 3. We'll guide you through those trades step by step all through the way. So that's the signals portion. We have tutorials every Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, we send out tutorials. We do a call like that, guiding you through different aspects of trading, you know, trends, support, resistance, chart patterns, indicators. The last one I did on Wednesday, we were talking about the pound, Bank of England news decision. I'll be doing a video after this call to prepare everyone, club members, for the non-farm payroll tonight as well. Okay, so a lot of news items, a lot of analysis, a lot of videos going into the Traders Club. And on every Monday night, we have a weekly call where I run the session and I actually guide you through either how to look for trades. So here we looked at the Euro US and the pound US dollar, you know, 100 pips in a night identified for you to jump into those trades. Or I bring in my personal network, guest speakers coming in, teaching you about property investing. We have Bitcoin traders coming up. We have gold investors coming up as well. All the different guest speakers coming in, teaching you how to build different sources of income so that you scale up. Okay, so all that's available there on LCMS Traders Club. The last thing I want to tell you about is our monthly competitions, right? So if you join LCMS Traders Club, the guys will put in the link as well with the trading account there. You are in for a top prize of $2,000 US withdrawable cash prize. If you come in top in the trading competition that we run every month, okay? It's a cash prize on a live trading account. Make sure you join, and then, you know, you could be one of the winners. We had, I don't think Robbie's on the call now, but Robbie was last month's winner. This month's competition seems to be really heating up. So make sure you get in on the act. With that said, we're looking at Forex Factory here, right? So Forex Factory, looking at the news here, we have, you know, the monetary policy statements, which we did at 9:30 already. Not much changes you can see to the Aussie dollar, some slight downward move. Then with the CAD news and the US employment numbers coming tonight at 8:30, okay? We have some, hang on, give me a moment there. We got someone at the door. Okay, so we have the US non-farm payrolls numbers coming out, employment rates number coming out, and the average hourly earnings coming out tonight at 8:30. So make sure, Robbie says jump onto the call. Awesome. Okay, so make sure you pay attention to that. Hang on, just getting through all of that disturbances. All right. Getting my thoughts. All right. So we're looking at the employment numbers tonight coming from the US. It expected, well, previously was minus 1.2%, expected to be minus 0.5%. We could see some improvements in the average hourly earnings coming from the US. The non-farm employment numbers previous was 4,800K, expected 1,530K. We're possibly going to see some improvements in those numbers as well. Okay, and employment numbers also some improvements there, going from 11 to 10.5. So the thing is, what's going to happen here, I believe, is that we're going to see some improvements in the US employment numbers, employment data, okay? But that's probably going to be in my view, a short burst of US dollar strength before a resumption into that weakness, because we see the trend in the US dollar weakness. So still short-term weakness in the US dollar. Don't get caught out with, if you see any US dollar strength tonight, don't get too excited and start jumping into US dollar strength too quickly. All right, I would actually be looking to say, maybe if we see US dollar strength, look as a good time to buy against the US dollar. So if Aussie dollar, we see it coming down, maybe it's a good time to buy for it to resume the upward move. Euro, look for it to come down, maybe a good time to buy for the upward move. But for how to trade that non-farm payroll in detail, Traders Club members, make sure you check out the video that I'll be doing after this call. I'll upload it quickly so that you can watch and prepare for your non-farm payroll trading tonight, 8:30. Okay, but today we're talking about the Canadian dollar, and oil. It's actually moved quite a bit, the Canadian dollar, out of characteristics. This last 2 hours, it's already moved about 30 pips upwards. Okay, so it's actually set up quite nicely right now. Tonight we also have employment numbers, so you can see employment numbers coming from the Canadian side. Employment change, looking at last month was very good at 952. This month looking at 395. So some improvement there. Unemployment rate coming from 12 to 11. Also some improvement there. Looking at some Canadian dollar strength coming through. Okay, so remember what we're looking at is Canadian strength coming through, some US dollar weakness coming through. This is setting up quite nicely for how the US CAD might play out. Okay, so with that said, I'm going to jump into the charts right now. The US CAD chart right now. Can you see my chart? Yes, you can. Okay, so looking at the US CAD here, the last time I spoke about it, I said that it was possibly going to, I'll zoom in one more just for you. All right, I said it was possibly going to test the 1.35 before coming back to 1.33. It didn't do that. It actually broke below 1.33 and then tried to break lower, didn't, and then turned back up right now. It is now sitting at a 1.3344 resistance level. I'll look at it on H4 time frame here. At this point, if tonight we do see some Canadian strength, okay, we see some Canadian strength, and also we see that US dollar weakness, we could actually see it bounce back down from this resistance level. I know it's going up right now, but overall trend has been coming down. Okay, zoom it out a bit, you can see the overall trend has been coming down. So with a US CAD trend coming down, what it means is we see US dollar weakness and or Canadian strength. That actually plays quite nicely into the news tonight at 8:30. If we see Canadian strength and US dollar weakness, we could see that turning back down. I would say, look at 1.3328, or even let's say 1.3320. Let's be about there, 1.3320. Stop loss about 30, even 40 pip stop loss. You're still looking at 80 pip take profit to the downside for the US CAD. Okay, so US CAD, if at 8:30 you see all that play out, we could see further downside to the US CAD. On the flip side, if we do look at maybe some strong numbers coming from the US, short-term US dollar strength, we could see this move up. Okay, so we could see that a 40 pip stop loss from 1.3360, 40 pip stop loss for an 80 pip take profit, still could come in at that news as well if this trend continues upwards of this breaking above this resistance level. Okay, so US CAD at this point now, it's really primed for both directions. Give it a bit of patience, or have a bit of patience, give it a bit of time. Let this trade develop. Let it react to this 1.3344 level before deciding what you want to do. At this point right now, I would stay away from US CAD, let it develop, let it get to either 1.3360, or if it breaks below to 1.3320, then look for that buying opportunity or that selling opportunity. All right. So I hope the US CAD in that time frame has been quite clear for you. And the videos for the non-farm payrolls will be going through the trades, but in H1 time frame. The guys have been putting in the summary there. Good stuff. Right. So, okay. So with that said, let's look at oil, WTI. All right. So the last time I said it's still sitting at the 441.08 level. Is at 42.15. It's still within that support/resistance level. With all the things that's happening now, I don't actually think that it's going to really massively shoot up or down. It's still sitting at this 41 level. This is also one of the reasons why we're slowly, well, not slowly, we're going to be phasing out WTI as one of the analysis that we'll be doing. We'll be paying a bit more attention to maybe the cryptocurrencies, and also adding in different things that we'll be looking at as well. So put it in the chat. We have about 30 something of you here. Put it in the chat if there's anything in particular you would like us to look into. I'll be looking at Bitcoin, but if there's anything else you would like us to look into, put it into the Zoom chat. We really appreciate your views on that. I don't see anyone typing, but I know you will soon. Okay, so with that said, let's look at Bitcoin. So I'm using TradingView here on the for Bitcoin. It is sitting at 10507 right now. I'm looking at crypto on the daily time frame. I don't want to look at it on a smaller time frame because it's going to be super volatile. You're gonna try and trade that. Okay, so a lot of times you want to be paying attention to this crypto, but you don't want to be trading it too closely. One of the reasons is there's no real drivers, there's no fundamental drivers to why price should be heading higher or lower. Right now, how I view cryptocurrencies, it's still a very sentiment play, very technical, very sentiment play. So just looking at it in the technical aspects is going to be quite beneficial already. So at this point right now for Bitcoin, I'm looking at, I'm looking at, well, 10,000 as a very good support level. Okay, 10,000 a very good support level. You've seen it react quite strongly at this point as well. I do think that we could see it come back down quite quickly towards the 10,000 level and then shoot back up again. Right now, I shared a lot about this on the radio podcast as well. But right now we see some capital move into cryptocurrencies, as a safe haven, right? It's not really a safe haven, but as another source of a safe haven. So, people are moving into gold. We've seen gold hit multi-year highs at about 20. What is gold right now? We see gold at 2068 right now. And also because of that, we've also seen the Bitcoin price increase massively as well. I would say that if any of you, and again, disclaimer, make sure you do your own analysis, make sure you take your own proper risk management. If any of you are looking to buy into Bitcoin, let it come back down towards the 10,000 level. That might actually be a level that would generate quite a good bargain if you want to get into the Bitcoin. But at this price, topish level is still at 11,000. Topish level is still 11,000. That round number is quite a strong resistance level. You've seen it react 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days in a row. Well, not in a row, 5 days across recently at this 11,000 level, coming straight back off that point. Okay, so be very careful when you're trading. It's very technical. Every round level, every round price level is going to have that massive price reaction there. Okay, so best advice I would say is let it come back down at about 10,000. Look to buy up towards 11 and get out. Don't think that it's going to run all the way. I know people are calling for 15,000, calling for 20,000, but it's going to take a very long time to get there. Let it come back down. Trade within that range for now, and then after that, if it breaks above, look for us to talk about this next Friday as well. I'll give you a quick update on Bitcoin. I see Robbie say Ethereum. We might put that in next week as well. We're taking notes of all the things that you want us to talk about. We'll start slotting them in onto the different days to keep. We talk about different currencies every day, so we slot them in onto different days and give you more things to look into. All right, so with that said, Chiwei, you take it back.
Okay, thank you so much, Jin, for the analysis today. Quite refreshing to see some things other than FX. Yeah, so I'm just gonna run a quick poll here. If you guys can do me a favor, just let us know what did you think of this webinar. So just want to let everyone know that this is a recorded session and it will be uploaded into our YouTube channel. I'll paste the link in the chat right now, together with the Telegram channel link. So you guys can join, get some videos, get some free signals. Yeah, and yeah, so thank you for joining the session today. So remember to join us on Monday for Aussie and Kiwi. And let me take a look at the poll. Yeah, so before you guys leave, remember to put in your review about this session. And thank you so much for your time and goodbye.